Hello, and welcome to another episode of My Garage. Today, I am going to fully restore this car. The last couple of cars I've done haven't been up to a standard that I like, but I've kinda just lost patience with them because I want to get into doing full restorations on cars, race car builds, things like that. So, that's what I'm gonna do today. I will not stop until this car is 5-star condition on everything. So how I will do this is I'll clean it first of all, and then strip it down completely, take everything off down to the bare frame, uh, then clean up the bodywork, and start reattaching everything. Doesn't look like we have a lot of rust. In fact, the body on this car looks like it's in very good condition. So we're off to a good start in that regard. Lots of different colours, but that's not a big deal. The current interior colour is white. I am not going to go to the interior shop. I will just buy whatever colour the interior is in the shop. But other than that, I'm kind of hoping to just go for mostly new components on everything. I've preemptively gone and bought the wheels that I need, and we should be good to go. So that's it washed, that's looking pretty good. Let's jack it up and get the front suspension taken off. Because the first thing we want to be able to do, I've already missed the spot. First thing that I want to be able to do is attach wheels. I'll get this jacked up. And please don't bug out. Perfect. Now the Wolf is a bit different from other cars. Oh, come on. Boss. Is that gonna work? Come on, 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 come on. Perfect. So the Wolf is a bit different from other cars in that the front subframe is welded on. So I need... Of course I can't find it. I need a grinder to take it off. Leave that there because I'm gonna need it again. Get this old engine out. Gearbox attached too, I guess. Yes. Always a bit fun trying to find all those gearbox bolts. 1, 2, 3. Anything more? Yep, there is still a bolt somewhere. Yep. Last gearbox bolt, and then wires. That's the last one. Should come out. Perfect. That's actually a decent engine, and we can reuse that, so that's good. So, once suspension is out, I will remove that spring. Spring device. There we go. Da, 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 da. Okay, so I will go and get fresh suspension and we'll put that on. Okay, so here is a complete front suspension assembly for the Wolf. It's pretty easy to do. We do the lower arm and then the hub carrier and the hub cap. Do the same on the other side. One. Want to get that other bolt. This two. Good. Hub carrier. Tighten. Thingy bob. Tighten. Okay, and then we take the screwdriver. Put the brake disc on. 1 and 2. Then put the brake pads in the caliper. Come on. In we go. Don't want to go. There we go. Caliper on. Tighten it all up. Same on the other side. Tighten that. Then we do the steering box. 2 bolts. This weird little thing. Main linkage. Attach tie rods to that. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Last thing to do, these can be quite temperamental to get on, is the brake pipes. 1, and 2. Okay, so we pick that up, and we put it back in the car. I need to grab my welder, and reattach. Just like that, we have a set of front suspension. I'll put the wheel on too, so I can lower it down and push it around. Oh, I did forget one component though. The shock absorber and the spring only get attached, they attach to the car, not the suspension itself. But that's alright, I don't need to take the wheel off to do that. I do, however, need to find the bolts. I think it's got 2 on the lower end too. But you know what? Sure, it'll be fine. Okay, now I can put the wheel on. Tighten that up. Grab my spring compressors. And pick up the spring. Aim it for the place it's going. And there we have it. One complete set of front suspension. I will now do the same with the back suspension. Get that off, rebuilt, and put in. Removing the rear suspension, very, very easy to do. You just unhook 4 bolts. If there is a brake line installed, you might have to take off some brake lines too. That's it, rear suspension. So I'll go ahead and buy everything we need for the front and do the exact same thing. Okay, and here is a complete rear suspension for the Wolf. It looks very complicated, it's not really. So first the lower arm goes on, then the hub carrier. Kinda doing this upside down, but that's okay. Now, these thingy bobs, control atoms, there is 4 on each side. I have bought a few Wolves on Discord from other people before, and more often than not, they've only got 1 or 2 rear control atoms. It's well worth being aware of that, because it does affect how your car handles. I'm pretty sure I forgot one on my wagon over there, because it has a habit of just doing whatever the hell it wants when it comes to corners. But, yep. Doesn't take too long to do them. Can be kinda awkward to find the snap points, but no big deal. Now, brake pipe. Okay, that's one side done. Exact same thing on the other side. So, lower control atom, hub, then 1, 2 bolts, 2, 2 bolts, 3, 2 bolts, and 4. I don't think that went in, no. 4. 2 bolts. Double check. Yep, I definitely got them all. Okay, now the wheel bearing. And then the brake. This shock absorber, I'm not sure if I can attach it before putting it in the car. I don't think I can. Come on, brake pad. There we go. Thank you. Put that on. Tighten it up. Brake line. And then the diff. Now the diff is these 2 bolts. But the complicated bit is this. It's got 87 million bolts to hold that in. And then exact same on the other side. If I can get them all. Hopefully I can, but I can't see them. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3. Got them all. Okay. Can I attach this? I doubt it. No. Okay. So now we go and put this back in the car. Now I see. Now. I see I have damaged frame back here. And I don't want to go reattaching suspension to that. Otherwise it all just needs to come out again. I'm just going to wildly grind at things until stuff falls off. Up until now, and probably forever, I have never been able to develop a system for taking off body panels with the grinder. I just grind stuff until stuff falls off. It seems to work fine for me. That's the right side. And that's the left side. Again, just splash it on with a few welds. 1, 2, 3. And, ooh, careful, I don't want this to fall off the jack. 2, 3. Now I can reattach my rear suspension. Like so. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Final thing to do before I can load it back down is the handbrake cable, actually. Which, now the handbrake cable has 2 very small bolts on either wheel that are very difficult to find. There, got it. Not easy to find. Where's the line? Here it is. Just tracing that line in there. Okay. Now I need my axle stands because I've screwed up the jack. So let's just load it down. Yeah, car, it's okay. Then jack it back up. Then attach the wheel. Easy. I know I haven't done the shock and the springs. I will do those dead last. So lower it down on this side. And bring it back up. Tighten, 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 tighten. Okay, now shock absorber. One on this side. Ooh, where does it go? Ah, there we go. 1 bolt. 2 bolt. And same again on the other side. 1, 2. And I need to get my spring compressor and slap those springs in. And then we can definitely say the suspension is good. So, the next step will be to get it on the lift. No, 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 no. Our next step now is stripping down the body. I see I need to pump that tire up, but that's totally fine. Get my axle stand out. We'll give this place a bit of a cleanup, and then we'll start on the body. So, bodywork, the first thing that you do is you take off the doors. Kind of awkward to see these bolts, but with a bit of annoyance you can get those off. We're just going to put that there for now. Get these ready to come off. 3, oh come on, 4, good. And same here. Probably easier if I go inside the car. In fact, I'll try it just for good measure. There we go. Yeah, that does help. Okay, with the doors off, the next thing we'll do is the hood. It doesn't really need to come off, but for the sake of making absolutely sure we do this right, I will. Then these wings can come off. Nice and easy. And again. Then this front panel, I think, is held in with screws. And since this does not need painting, I will leave the radiator in. Yeah. So I will take that off later. We need to take the seat out. Just 4 bolts per seat. We will not be reusing that, so I'm just going to throw it away. And same with the center console. The center console comes out and the carpet follows. We'll reuse the carpet, we will not reuse this. Maybe the stereo, so I'll put that here. Finally, we want to make sure we've got all the trim off. So, 1 bolt there, 1 bolt there. Those are both good pieces of trim. So that revealed, yeah, see, this is why we take it all off. It's revealing some rust. Okay, and the dashboard, we can take out the shifter. Good. And then we've got the brake. That can come off, that's scrap. Gearbox is okay. The wires, they can come out. That's usually 1 bolt attached to the frame. That is scrap. There we go. That's basically the body stripped down. Oh wait, the trunk. Take that off too. Then we take the trim removal tool, which is the green handled one. And we'll strip off everything that's left. Take out that window. For some reason, can't remove these pieces of trim. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. Oh, I think that could be a part of the headliner. Okay, get this off too. Looking pretty good. Then we need to take off everything attached to the headliner. Which is... Oh, really? These use a screwdriver. Good. Take the mirror off and the roof should follow. There we go. Throw that off to the side. I think that's the interior done. Engine bay stripped clean, good. So next we will do the bodywork. I am just going to take it all off so it's easy to work with. Admittedly, I haven't worked on a wolf yet. So this is all a bit new to me as I go. Okay, time to just start grinding things off. Sure, don't want that. Let's get rid of this. Click, 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 click. This can come off, and I think it's welded on there too. That. What am I missing now? Oh. I mean, that should be the roof. Okay, roof is off. We need to get rid of these inner wings. Like so. And finally, the big wings. They don't really need to come off, but since I'm committing to doing this, it's all coming off. Now, I would like to get rid of these side skirts. Usually lots of welds inside and outside. Should be it. Perfect. Good. The firewall, I think I will leave on. Okay, so now I'm going to lay out the bodywork and prepare it for reassembly. Okay, so I've laid out most of the bodywork here. And how I'm going to do this is to quickly go over each body panel and make sure there is no rust. So this one is clear. This one is pretty sure it's clear. But what I do see there is, oh, I have my pry tool on me. I've left part of the bodywork on. We want to get rid of that. Just throw this away. Okay, so I'll call this clear. This looks totally fine. The door is okay. The pillar is fine. See a window here. That window from? Don't know. Front panel is rust-wise okay. This is not, but we'll come back to that. Hood looks totally fine. Door also okay. And again, door is fine. Really, it's just these two parts that have rust. Which is very easy to deal with. We just come and get our grinder, which is here. Find the rust and poke it. Most people just buy new body parts, but it's so unnecessary. Okay, here's some more rust. I'm just gonna give it some extra grinding, not on the rust, to see if I can encourage it to disappear. But I can't. Okay, so we call that body panel good. Then we take this other one. See, the rust disappeared there, so I flip it around, make sure I've got it all. That's it. Perfect. Good. Right, I will lay all this out for preparation and then we'll do that. Okay, I've laid out everything we need for the doors. Very easy. You attach the window thingy bob, and then this is the front left door. So I laid out the glass on the hood so I can find it. Because glass has a habit of disappearing into the ground. Once the glass is attached, you bolt it on there. That's all there is to it. So same again. Come here and take the window carefully, attach it, bolt it on, and we'll do the same with the back windows. So bolt on, nice and easy. Now the rear door has two windows, so we do the small one. I hope. Okay, it's this one. One bolt, and then two bolts. And it's exactly the same story with the other door, which is here. So regulator, bolt on. I'm gonna carry it to the glass. I would have liked to lay the glass out on the floor so we can see it, but I don't trust the driveway. And there we go. Then we need to do the trim. But before I do that, I'm gonna quickly blast this with paint, so I don't forget to do it. Magic. Let's give this pillar a quick burst of paint too. Good. And this needs to be flopped around, the same done on the outside. Magic. And then there's this mirror here too. Done. Okay, now we do the trim. So this goes on a rear door. I've just lost my door. And the bolt is here. Same again on all the other doors. Oh, oops. I think I just tightened it though. Good. This one goes here. One bolt. And this one goes here. One bolt. Then the pillars have trim too. That just snaps on. It doesn't have anything in particular. Then the last thing to do is the mirrors. Never know if this is going to be screwdriver or spanner. I think it's screwdriver. The bolt on the inside. Interesting. Oh yeah, there it is. So, what have I done with it? Let's just go get a new one. I'll find it later. So we attach the mirror. Whoa! Where did the mirror go? Okay. Okay, so the door has to be panel side down, attach the mirror, then fish for those bolts. There's two. And same over here. 1, 2. Right, that's the doors done. Now everything else. I'm going to disable vegetation so we can see. But I'll be back when I've got everything else ready. Okay, headlight assembly. Not too difficult. We put 2 bulbs from the white box in there. Then grab the screwdriver. 2 screws on top. Nice and easy. Like that. Then we take these bulbs, one there and one there, one each in the blinker. And attach. I think it goes on, yep. And then one bolt there. And same here. Gone for the white blinkers just for something different. I kind of preferred the orange ones, but no matter. And then while we're repairing, we've got 3 taillights there and 2 here. So we go 1, 2, 3, and same again on this side. And if I remember right, these taillights just go in with 1 screw holding them in. Let's see. In it goes, and then I see the screw. Probably easier doing this while it's in the card, but or just flip it upside down. 1. And exact same thing on this side. Okay, the only other pre-assembly that we need to do now is attaching this to the hood, but we'll do that later. And then we've got trim here. This is all good, so I can just snap this back on and put the windshield back in. Okay, I will buy the rest of the bodywork and I'll see you when that's done.